Breaking news on the hardwood today that impacts the college basketball scene. Yes, you're reading that right. Bruce Pearl, Auburn men's basketball head coach, is out. He is retiring. What it means for Alabama and the Tide moving forward on the basketball court. Stick around. This is Way Offside. 3, 2, let's go. Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. Welcome to Way Offsides this way with 4A's. Three's not enough, five's too many, four, just like in the word Alabama, where we talk all things Alabama sports. And sometimes that means we have to talk about rivals. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. So if you're an Alabama fan, pull up a seat, kick your feet up, grab a cold drink. If you're an Auburn fan and you found yourself here, we're not going to go too hard in the paint on you today. I get it. It's a tough day. But while you're here, go ahead and hit subscribe. Leave a big Roll Tide in the comment section below. If there's anybody on that Auburn roster you want in Tuscaloosa, put their names down below in the comment section. Because, yes, you read the thumbnail right. Bruce Pearl, men's basketball coach at Auburn, has retired. He is no longer the head coach at Auburn. I know for a fact at some point in time, some idiot over on X is going to make a comparison between his retirement and Nick Saban's retirement. It's coming. I know it's coming. Follow me on X. So when it happens, I can retweet it and we can all roast whoever that loser is in the comment section. But yes, Bruce Pearl is retiring. His son, Stephen Pearl, is favored or look like he will take over as head coach of Auburn basketball. So there was a transition plan in place during his tenure, 11 seasons at Auburn. Man, it went by fast. That famously, Pearl used to be head coach. Another SEC program was let go due to NCAA violations. But in his time at Auburn, he finishes with 246 wins, 125 losses, the winningest coach in Auburn men's basketball history. He guided the Tigers to 2 Final Four appearances, 3 SEC regular championships, 2 SEC tournament championships, Auburn's first number 1 overall seed in the NCAA tournament. And he's the winningest head coach at Auburn of all time. Obviously, you know, those 2 Final Four appearances is huge. A couple NBA draft picks as well. You know, Bruce Pearl's a good basketball coach. Auburn affiliation aside, how intolerable he can be aside, obviously he is very, very, very active in the political realm. He's very outspoken in regards to Israel, Palestine, things going on over in Gaza. That's his own prerogative. We're not going to jump into that. But despite all of that, Bruce Pearl is a damn good basketball coach. And it's going to sting for Auburn to lose him. It's definitely going to sting, especially when you've got other basketball coaches in the SEC who are very, very good. Todd Golden down at Florida, obviously just coming off a national championship. You've got Nate Oates over at Alabama, who is keeping a lot of pressure on Pearl, so much so that Pearl's last home game at Neville Arena was a loss to Alabama, the famous Mark Sears finger roll game on senior night. That will be Pearl's lasting home game, or his last home game there. Obviously, in terms of how good Auburn's been during his tenure, I don't think that game really does much. However, except for us Alabama fans, it's hilarious. Now, in terms of SEC basketball, I think Pearl sees the writing on the wall. He's not getting any younger. Myself and Jay Will have had a conversation a week ago. There's a big demographic of the sports community that's not really surprised by this. There's been talk of this going to happen all the way back in the spring. There is some talk that he may potentially run for a Senate seat. Again, politically charged guy. So the timing's weird, right before the season and everything, but at the same time, it's not surprising. Under any circumstances. He is basically having to rebuild an entire roster at Auburn right now. It makes sense that he would just go ahead and say, hey, I'm done. Alabama is going to probably be the best team in the state going into this year. So I get it. I completely understand and I get it. Good luck to him. Whatever he decides to do, wherever he goes, good luck to him. In terms of Auburn basketball, I believe, just like with anything else, there's going to be a portal window that will open up, and this could benefit other SEC teams. The pressure in SEC basketball is building almost as competitively as college football in the SEC. You've got several SEC programs who are competing and continuously making the tournament, competing. I mean, you've had Alabama in the Final Four. Auburn was in a couple of Final Fours. You had obviously Auburn, or excuse me, not Auburn, Florida. Todd Golden just won a national championship. And so the competition in the SEC is building. So I would imagine if I'm right, and tell me in the comment section I'm right, does everything still apply as it does in college football with the portal in basketball? I don't know. So please tell me. But I would imagine that, yeah, there's probably some talent on this team that folks are going to want to go after. Now, all that aside, I don't think that's probably a priority for Alabama. What's more of a priority is recruiting. This could open the door to a lot of recruits that Bama was potentially at one point losing to Auburn, maybe now getting them and building rosters that, I think as Alabama fans, we all know that some of Alabama's issue not being able to get over the hump and go all the way has been potentially, lack of physicality in a team. That was definitely the case last year after Latrell Wrightsell got hurt. It felt like Alabama lost its physicality. They were a great three-point shooting team, as they always are. They're getting better in the paint. However, they lack that big body. With everybody thought Cliff was going to be that guy. So we'll see this coming up year. Obviously, you've got injuries already to Bethea. So we'll see. But, yeah, the big news of the day, Auburn head coach, men's basketball head coach, Bruce Pearl, out after a long SEC career, not just at Auburn, but also at Tennessee. So how you feeling about it? We're on the cusp of SEC football kicking off for Alabama, and then you get this news this week. Just a lot of stuff going on across the country in the world of college sports. Hey, thanks for sticking around with me. As always, you guys are the absolute best. We love each and every one of you. Pray for you guys all the time. So as always, say your prayers, read your Bibles, wash your hands, horns down, beat Auburn and LSU and Tennessee too. Roll Tide.